What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Bako99, and I'm coming at you with a quick video about the Division and did the month-long wait for the Underground DLC hurt the PS4 fan base and players. First, let me put a disclaimer. I just recorded a real good video of this same topic, about 5 minutes long, and realized that my mic wasn't working properly. It was on, but it wasn't actually cut on the sync with the program. So, got to redo it, and it's never better than the first time. We all know that. But anyway, let's get into it. So the month-long wait. First off, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I fundamentally like the Division. I like the shooting mechanics, I like the weapons, and I like the RPG aspect of it. So I have a lot more patience than that normal Division player. But when we started this game, I had 8 friends, and they all were so pumped about the Division. And if you go back a month from today, I had 5 players of the 8 still on, but only 3 of the players I play with like every day. Like, we'll always be on the game. So that leaves the other 2 who were playing, but less and less as this whole month went. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe they just taking a little break, wait for the Underground DLC, because maybe they're tired of the dark zones or tired of running the same old missions. But now the DLC's been out for 4 days now, and they pretty much not getting back on the game. And it kind of sucks, because even though I have a consistent squad of 3 to run with, I mean, I had so many. It was always a group of 4 I could run with of my friends list, and that's dwindled. But I really think the reason I'm making this video is because right when they were on the fringe of deciding to leave the game for good or not, the DLC was out for Xbox, and because of the wait, it just came down to it, and they just didn't hold on for dear life long enough, and now they're gone. And that's why I really despise these deals that these companies do about not really exclusive games. I don't mind PlayStation 4 having their exclusive titles and Xbox having their exclusive titles. That's all fine, and that's why I own both systems. I chose to get the Division on the PS4 because I like the gameplay and the graphics better than the Xbox as it stands today. So that was really the only reason why that I got on the PS4. And I knew that the DLCs for the first 2 DLCs would come out a month later. The 3rd DLC, we will get it at the same time as Xbox. But apparently, a couple of my friends didn't know that. And to say they were pissed is an understatement. And I think it was the combination of that resentment of having to wait, knowing that there's new content out that other players are playing, which I understand that feeling, because I'm a person, I always want and love the latest and greatest. When it comes to Division, I was just playing, I threw back 2K16, was playing that a little bit, been playing a little bit of Madden 16, getting pumped up for the new Madden. So I have other games I play and other things I do to occupy my time for that month. But, so I totally understand the feeling of not being the person to play something that's the latest and greatest and having to wait while other people are playing it, and they weren't able to weather that storm, and they're no longer playing. So I can imagine that if 5 of my 8 friends have left the Division from the beginning, and half of that 5 left this past month waiting on that DLC, I just can imagine how many other players out there on PS4 have friends or themselves that left. So in all, I really think that it hurt the PS4, and that's my opinion. You know, I'm interested to see what your guys' opinions are. But I mean, the Division wasn't just booming with players, you know, prior to the launch of the Underground for the Xbox. So you got players on the fringe of not playing. Half the fan base has already left the Division. It didn't do nothing but hurt the Division. And I'm not sure, to be honest, I didn't look at the numbers to see who has more active players. I would assume PS4 does, but not sure about that, so I'm not making any assumptions there. But I mean, to split the fan base to begin with, and then have one side of it wait a month later because of that split with the time frames of getting the content, I don't see how it's good for business. I see how it's good financially for the developers to kind of guarantee the money back on their, on their investments. But in the end, I think it hurt them more, because I know that if my friends not coming back for the 2nd DLC, if they already paid for the season pass and still not even playing this DLC, and if you didn't buy the first DLC, I can imagine someone coming on the 2nd DLC and buying them. I don't even think that worked out too good with Destiny by the time they released it, where you can buy, the 1 season pass and get all the prior DLCs or whatever for a huge discount. I don't even think that really made a difference. So I don't know, man. I'm still in Division. I personally like the game. I think it still has a bright future ahead if they can continue to work on some of these bugs and things of that nature. But I just really feel that that wait for the PS4 fan base sure did not help at all. And I'm just curious to see what you guys think. Do any of you out there have PS4, played Division on PS4? Have any of your friends left? Hell, if you have an Xbox, you know, how many friends have left the Xbox on the Division, and what were the reasons why? Because I'm pretty sure other than the PS4 reasons of waiting for the month for the DLC and just getting tired of everything in conjunction with that, you know, I'm still curious to see what's making the Xbox players leave, if it's something other than, you know, the unbalanced PvP or the weapon nerfs and this, that, and the other. So, you know, let me know, leave comments, hit a like, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll let you later. Peace.